Do you know that you are one of the chosen ones, or do you have somewhat of a sense that you perhaps are one of the chosen ones that is here to make a bigger impact in the world, that you have a very important and big purpose and mission for this lifetime? If so, then this video is for you, because in this video I want to share with you a little bit more about what your role as a chosen one is now in this new earth. As we're now embracing the Age of Aquarius over the next 20 or so years, you hold a very important purpose and reason for being here at this time. And in this video I want to talk a little bit more about what that is. What does your path really look like? What are you meant to be doing here now in this world as a chosen one? Firstly, is that you are meant to embrace your soul's higher calling and soul's higher purpose. Meaning is that you are meant to really embrace the role of a teacher, a mentor, a guide, a light bringer, a way shower. Someone that is here to really make a bigger impact in the world. And you will know what your role is, whether it's you're going to be a healer or a teacher or a mentor or a guide, whatever it is. You will know what that role is, and you already have somewhat of an idea of what that is. You may even look back over your life and to kind of see, okay, what have you been doing? What have you been really immersing yourself into? Do you enjoy the teaching? Do you enjoy maybe assisting others? Do you enjoy the healing modalities? Whatever it is, you will know what that is, and you already most likely know what role you are meant to be playing. But you are here to make an impact in the world, and you're really meant to embrace your soul's higher calling and soul's higher purpose. And now with everything that's been going on is that you are being really put on notice to really embrace that. As a chosen one, you cannot hide from your soul's higher purpose and higher calling. You just can't. You cannot avoid that, because if you do, you're feeling a lot of inner disconnect and dissatisfaction. Your life just is very, very challenging and hard because you are not doing what your soul has come here to do. As chosen ones, we have a very important role to play in this life. We have chosen to be one of the chosen ones. When our soul incarnated, we decided to be one of the chosen ones to assist in this greater awakening, to make a bigger impact, to use our beautiful gifts to help and assist others. And if you go against that, that's when life becomes really, really challenging, really hard, where you have these massive ups and massive downs, where you have some success here and then massive, I don't want to say failure, but things not working out, right? So you have this massive up and down kind of experience throughout your life. And you may actually have a lot of challenges because you're going against what your soul has chosen for you for this lifetime. And secondly, you're actually also meant to evolve and expand your consciousness through continue doing your work, because there's going to be a time when you will then awaken, because your soul comes into life, with amnesia, don't remember anything, don't know anything, in order to have experience in it until one day you have then grown ready to then awaken. And that's when you then start the journey of your spiritual awakening. You're really stepping into that path of your spiritual awakening. And throughout this, and you will really feel guided and called to really learn a lot, heal a lot, experience a lot, develop yourself, develop your gifts. Remember once again who you are, that you are, for one of the chosen ones, and that you have many beautiful gifts, and that you have a beautiful, very important role to play. And throughout this journey, you're really meant to evolve your consciousness, really raise in frequency, raise higher, because that will then really ignite you in a light. And that's what will help you then be that way shower to others, be that light bringer to others, be that healer, the guide, the mentor to others. But it starts with you really raising your consciousness, expanding and evolving your consciousness. Then thirdly is that you are meant to lead the way, to be that way shower, to be that leader to others, the person that others can look up to, that can go to for guidance, for help. You're modeling a higher way of being, a higher way of living. You're basically here to show others and kind of model how to live a heart-centered life, to be more compassionate, to live a more aligned, soul-aligned life, and really going about life in a more aligned way. So you're kind of like a role model to others. And this also can be that you just modeling that higher way of being. It doesn't even necessarily mean that you need to be a spiritual practitioner or an entrepreneur or anything like that, but just modeling that higher way, that already makes an impact in the world as well. So maybe you are just meant to be a way shower, to really just model that higher way of being. Because that's always an invitation for others, like, oh my God, I like what he or she is doing. I want to learn what he or she is doing. I want to find out more. I want to do that too. I want to live that kind of life as well. So it's always an invitation. By you really being all that you are, really embracing your path and your role as the chosen one, it's like you're always extending the hand out, like, come on, follow me, follow me. You don't even have to say anything. You don't even have to do anything like to convince them or whatnot. Just you being that way and modeling that way of higher living, of higher being, of that more soul aligned way, that always extend a hand to those who are still deeply asleep to like, hey, I want what he or she has. And that helps them then to maybe awaken as well. You're also meant to be of greater service in the world. And this can mean, yes, this can mean to actually start a spiritual business or expand your spiritual practice if you are already a spiritual practitioner and spiritual entrepreneur, or simply just sharing your gifts with the world. But you are really meant to be of service in whatever way you will feel called to do so, because not every chosen one is meant to start a spiritual business, right? It could mean many different things, and you will know what resonates with you, but you are really meant to be of greater service, whether it is you starting a business or expanding your business, or simply just you sharing your gifts with the world, shining your light into the world, you doing your own work to really be that beacon of light, that way shower to others, that others then can follow, that others then can go to for advice, for guidance, if that is what your path is, or then just model you then as well, as they can see like how you're shifting your life, how brightly you're shining, how amazing your life is turning out to be. It always is that invitation for them, for others who are not yet awoken, to then wake up like, oh my God, I want this too. But you are really here to share your gifts, share your wisdom, share your knowledge, share your experiences with the world, to make that impact in the world, to create that lasting change in the world as well. You are really needed. Chosen ones have a very important purpose and mission in this life. So you are needed. So if you feel that you are a chosen one, embrace your path. Do not reject it. Do not resist it. Do not ignore it, but embrace it. Because it will be the best experience that you could have ever had. And here I would like to know from you, I have a question for you. Have you been feeling that call? Have you been feeling that nudge to really embrace a higher way of being, to maybe step out in the world more, to do something in a more expansive way, in a more elaborate way? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below, let me know. Because I'm pretty sure if you're here watching this, and if the word chosen one really resonates with you, then I'm speaking not to your human self, but I'm speaking to your soul self, your higher self. This resonates with you on a deeper level because you are a chosen one. And you are really meant to hear this message. So just know that you are here to be of greater service. Whether you want to or not, but this is the role of the chosen one. You're really here to make that impact in the world, in whatever way, shape, and form resonates with you and is to your highest and greatest good. Then another thing that is very important for your path as a chosen one is that you need to also heal deeply. You need to shed the layers. You really need to embrace your own inner healing, shedding the layers of the limitations, the fears, transcending the shadow self, the ego self, all of those limiting parts of you, the experience that you've had. You are meant to heal deeply. So throughout your journey, there will be times of immense inner healing. And this is usually, it's a period of immense, quick, back-to-back kind of dark night of the soul, or healing periods, transcending periods, growth periods. I mean, it's quite intense. Like others that are waking up, they're gradually waking up. Yes, they're having maybe some periods of some intense experiences, intense healing and transformational periods. But I have found that with chosen ones, we're basically, it's accelerated, because we are meant to be the way showers, the forerunners for those who are still deeply asleep and who need our help. So I have found with the chosen ones that I have spoken to in my own experience is that we often go through immense, quick periods and intense periods of deep transformation, deep inner healing, because we're really meant to hurry up and basically awaken and be ready to then be the way shower, the leader, the guide, the mentor, the teacher, the light bringer for other people. So you are meant to do your own inner healing to really transcend all that old stuff, the limited stuff that is actually holding you back, that is limiting you, that is overshadowing your light. So you're meant to shed the limitations in order to be that limitless, bright, shining soul that is here to make a big impact in the world. And then finally, the final thing that I want to share with you is that you are meant to embrace your soul's higher calling. Meaning is that you need to spend time to really uncover what are you here to do? What is your soul's higher calling? What is your soul's higher purpose for this lifetime? What are you meant to be doing? How are you meant to be going about this? Really spending time to discover that. And this may not necessarily happen overnight where you get the information of your full plan or whatnot, what you're here to do overnight. Usually that there's an evolution to what you're here to do, because if you were given everything right at the beginning, it would be so much that you would go into paralyzed and you wouldn't even act on anything. So this is like there's an evolution to your path as the chosen one. So you're being given just enough to start out, to embrace that path of the chosen one, to do what your soul is coming to do. And then over time, as you're growing ready, you're receiving more and more and more. It is an evolution of your path. When I think back of where I started out to where I'm at today, if I would have been given the information of what I'm meant to do like right now, back then, I would have not stepped into it, because it would have been too much for me to really just wrap my head around. Like, what? This is what I'm here to do? No, right? So just know that you are meant to embrace your higher calling, but it will evolve over time. There's like, it's like that evolution that you are meant to really embrace. And that takes time for you to really make time and space to tune in, to connect deeply, to find out, okay, what is that next step for me? What is that next more evolved way of being, of showing up? What is that next more evolved way of being of service in the world? Because at first you need to do your own work. You need to do your own inner healing and finding out what you are really, who you really are, embracing just the purpose of being a chosen one. And then it evolves to like, okay, now what am I meant to do like outwards? Like, how can I be that light bringer, that way shower, that mentor, that guide to other people? And then that also will evolve to like, okay, now what is that more evolved way of showing up in the world, of being of service in the world? So you really need to be connected to your soul's higher purpose and soul's higher mission as the chosen one now in this lifetime. Meaning always connecting to it, leaning into it, finding out what is that next more evolved step here. Really working the energy, being connected to it. Not settling for where you're at right now, but there's always that evolution that's happening. And that's really what you're meant to embrace as a chosen one in this lifetime. Because you're here to lead others who are still deeply asleep or who just barely waking up, to help them find their way in life. And this is also in whatever way, shape, and form is right for you. So this is your path as a chosen one now in the new earth. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe even let me know, how does that resonate with you? Do you see how this path is actually unfolding in your life right now, or maybe has up until this point? Leave me a comment below, let me know. But I want to say thank you for allowing me to bring this to you. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now be sure to check out this video here. That's a video about why chosen ones are often alone in their life. Usually no friends, no relationships, and those type of things. If you would like to maybe get some more clarity around that. But thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.